Number 19, we have an equation of a circle, and we're supposed to find the radius. Well, the general form of an equation of a circle is x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals the radius squared. So we need to get it in that form, and once we get it in that form, we can just take this number and square root it to figure out what r is. To do this, we need to group terms together that have x's in them, group terms together that have y's in them, and get any constants on the right side of the equation. So I moved the 16 to the right side, so that means I subtracted 16 from both sides, puts it over on the right. Now I'm grouping the x's and y's together so that I can make them perfect square trinomials. To do that, I need to complete the square. To complete the square, I'm going to take the coefficient of x, which is a negative 10. I'm going to cut it in half. That's a negative 5. And then square it. That's a 25. If you add something to one side of the equation, you got to add it to the other. For my trinomial with the y's in it, I'm going to take half of the coefficient of y, half of 8's 4, and I'm going to square it. That's 16. If you do something to one side, you got to do it to the other. So what does that do for us? The x perfect square trinomial becomes an x minus 5 quantity squared. How do you figure that out? You take the square root of x squared that goes here. The square root of 25 goes here. The sign of the middle term goes here. Using that same logic, the y perfect square trinomial is going to be the square root of y squared plus, because that's the sign of the middle term, the square root of 16, which is 4 quantity squared. The right side of the equation, we got a minus 16 and a plus 16, so we got 25. This is now in the general form of an equation of a circle. R squared is 25, the constant, therefore r is plus or minus 5. This is a radius, so it's positive 5. Radius of the circle is 5. To do this properly, you have to know the general equation of a circle, how to complete the square twice.